All right, guys, we have the bi-weekly update. I'm a little bit late on the news, but I already told you guys this in the previous video that we have a very, very great green DPS coming out. First we'll start off with we are getting a maintenance on June 13th. It'll be an exorcism battle, so that's a lot of cubes. And then a story event, another event for a lot of cubes to get, and imaginary realm, which is even more cubes, so that's good. Um, then we have the main story coming out, another chapter of the main story coming out too. And then 3,000 cubes as well. So that's really good. And then a login bonus memo. And then on June 13th, we're going to have the new Miwa coming out. And then Mekamaru, the green DPS god. Now, like I said, guys, in my previous video, with the huge updates incoming, this green DPS is insane. I don't personally play JP. I've never played JP. I waited for Global to come out. Um, but this Mekamaru is very, very strong. S tier, S tier. Green DPS next to Honored One Gojo, who is also coming out soon. But again, that is another green DPS Gojo, sorry. And because of Domain Expansion Gojo, Domain Expansion Gojo is just gonna be the best character when it comes to support, and that's the character you want on your team. So a lot of the time you're gonna need a nuker, and currently right now green is not the greatest in global. We only have Hollow Purple Gojo realistically. We have green Megumi, but nothing. There's not really much else there. Um, so yeah, Mechamaru is coming out soon, and then we have a rerun of Ghetto. So obviously, don't summon on those. I mean, you can if you want, but I would recommend not. But yeah, Green Mekamaru is a demon. I have his abilities here. He's got a really nice splash up, and he will be coming on June 20th. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, I'm gonna quickly dive into his abilities. Again, he is a green typing, and again, he does eventually go into the standard pool. So that's also something to think about. But I would definitely recommend summoning for him um, just because he's in the standard pool for JP does not mean that he'll be in the standard pool for us that quick. So keep that in mind. So he will be featured. Now, he's immune to darkness, and obviously you can't use him with another Mechamaru on the same team. Now, we have a skill 1, so it deals at level 10 deals 250% range taijutsu damage to the selected enemy, inflicts 2 Mechamaru counts to the selected enemy. Now we'll go into the Mechamaru counts when we go into his passive uh, auto skills, okay? So there's that. Then we have the sword option. So it deals 180.5% range taijutsu damage to all enemies, inflicts 1 Mechamaru count to all enemies 4 turns. And he's got a cursed energy system. If own cursed energy is 30 or more, add the following effect into the skill. Refreshes the duration of all enemies' Mechamaru counts 4 turns, reduces own cursed energy by 10%. And it has a crit rate of 40%, a critical damage rate of 50%, and Black Flash is not on this character. Then we have at level 10, it deals 90.2 ranged high Jujutsu damage and 90.2% range Jujutsu damage. So it's a mix of both to the selected enemy, and it does 2 hits. The more Mechamaru counts enemy has, the greater damage boost additionally. 1 count equals 10% of skill effect up to 100% with 10 counts. So if you end up having 10 counts, it's going to do 100% increase. Inflicts 2 Mechamaru counts to selected enemies. And then if you have 30% cursed energy, 30 cursed energy deals 220.8 ranged Jujutsu damage to all enemies. And of course, again, the more Mechamaru counts, the greater the damage. So again, same thing. Critical rate damage does 40%, critical damage 50%. So similar again. Then we have his ult. So here it is. This is his nuke. He has a nuke. Deals 1,001.2% range Jujutsu damage to all enemies. And again, the more counts you have, the more damage it does. Decreases all enemies' ultimate skill count by 1, which is also good, but it also removes all the Mechamaru counts. Cannot be used in domain, excluding Chimera's Shadow Guard and Malevolent Shining Infinite Void. So other domains, you can't use this one. Then the combo ultimate effect is whatever. Then Puppet Manipulation. At the start of battle, inflict darkness immunity to self, increases own break damage by 130%. That's another thing. His break damage is very, very strong. If the selected enemy is in a break state or breaking, the selected enemy increases own damage dealt by 30%. So it does more damage when they're in break, which is perfect. And then with everyone together at the start of the turn, increases own damage by 60% for one turn, based on the number of Kyoto Jujutsu High affiliation allies in the West. So the more Kyoto students you have, the more damage. One ally, 60%. It's just for one turn, but still. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So when it comes to his Mechamaru counts, it pretty much is just more damage. So again, it says it here, the more Mechamaru counts, the more damage you do. So you obviously want to be stacking up your Mechamaru counts or your big nuke at the very end, which does a lot of damage. And yeah, like I said, guys, going to my account here, we have not many good green DPSs that do Jujutsu. We have, you know, Itadori Yuji who does, Taijutsu, but not much green does. I mean, you have Mahito, but he does true damage anyway. And I mean, he's not the strongest other than his domain expansion, realistically. And then, of course, you have Holo Purple Gojo, but you don't want to be using this Gojo when you have domain expansion Gojo. Like, there isn't a point. You have Geto, but again, he's not even the best DPS. But you pair him with Mekamaru, and they're gonna cause some problems, especially with Gakuganji. So again, yeah, there's not a lot of good green DPSs. I mean, if we go, if we go here and we look at the best DPSs in green, like there's not many. We got Holo Purple Gojo, Yuji. Um, other than that, there's just not that much right now. The only one would be Green Megumi. Um, other than that, I can't think of any other green DPSs currently that are topping Holo Purple Gojo, which I think Mechmara can do. So that's something to think about soon, coming up. I mean, you have Green Maki, but again, she's Taijutsu. Um, so yeah, and if you weren't lucky enough to pull that Green Megami, like me, I did a few summons on that Green Megami and didn't get him. So yeah, guys, that's something to think about. This update is coming soon. That's in the next few days, so keep that in mind. And yeah, guys, just wanted to let you guys know that that's coming out soon, and for you guys to start preparing. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, see ya.